faster in my car. Falling farther from just what we are. Smoke a cigarette and lie some more. These conversations kill. Falling faster in my car. Time to take her home. A dizzy head is conscience laden. Time to take her ride. It leaves today no conversation. Time to take her home. A dizzy head is conscience laden. Time to wait too long, to wait too long, to wait too long. Hey, it's Gravity Groove here with Not Safe for Work Magic. I believe we're on episode 31 and day 29 of the quarantine. These last couple days have been particularly rough. And Bernie dropping out has caused a lot of moral quandary, a lot of intense emotional and psychic pain for a lot of reasonable-minded people out there, me included. It's hard to acknowledge that we live in a time and place where we're a dictatorship, we're Russia, we're the Middle East. Our elections are shams now. It's amazing how quickly what the U.S. was unraveled. Now our choices are between an incompetent buffoon, an alleged rapist, and evil incarnate and an alleged rapist. I feel like the problem with lesser evilism, if you will, is that you still take good people and you force them to vote for someone evil. And a lot of people aren't going to be able to do that. Today we're playing our new version of Red Black Croxa, which we've had some limited success with. We're still slogging away in Diamond because we've been goofing around with solo mode in Hearthstone lately to try to understand how the game works, and boy is it a departure from Magic. It is very strange. So here we have what is pretty reasonably a meta deck against everything. We've got our Bedevils for artifact kill against Red-Black Aristocrats and Teamer Adventure. We've got our Ashioks, which is the Way, the Truth, the Light against all the Oko decks and fellow Croxa decks. We have our Engine to help those cards work. We've got the Ox to refill our hand, which has been doing pretty admirably so far. Also trades reasonably well. We have some E2 Extinctions to deal with permanent sticky threats. We've got a couple rituals in here because we really can't get ahead of the board getting too gummed up in game one. We've of course always got a couple Murderous Riders and some more exile removal. And of course the best card in black, Agonizing Remorse. For our sideboard, we've got 3 Libations. We've considered going to 4 as we're starting to see a lot more of this hybrid Wilderness Reclamation flash deck that is really fucking annoying. And Libation pulls double duty in that matchup, so this is a consideration. A couple more Duresses for our control grinds. A few more tools for the mono red and low curve matchups, but of course we do have 3 Cries. We do have an additional Epic for all Oko and Cavalier based bullshit. And Storm's Wrath is something I like to bring in against more Planeswalker heavy decks, but also just your creature slugs in general. So that's where we're at with this. Let's give it a shot and see if we can draw a couple reasonable hands.
But only if you're a new...
Sometimes Sometimes I don't understand how the arena pairing system works. I was Diamond 3 a couple days ago, and I faced someone who was number 17 Mythic in the whole thing, which pretty fucking confusing. How the hell that happened? Couple pieces of removal, one of our most important cards, and a couple scries, I guess. So we're dealing with some kind of control pile here. Oh, it's the blink deck. It's gonna be black, white, blue, blink. This is not a fun matchup. We do bring in basically all of our removal in this matchup. Probably has another one, but we were going to swing into it anyway. Maybe it's just black, blue, blink. Either way, pretty unfun in general what's going to start happening here. Do we Croxa or do we hold up Murderous Rider for if they have Thassa on 4? I think we Croxa. This is another example of a deck that we would want 4 libations against, but we only have 3. I don't think the Ox matters right now. So it's just black, blue, blink. This is an interesting one. So we want to kill everything. Ritual gets a pretty good chunk, but doesn't get their 3-2. I guess Duress doesn't get Thassa. Scorching Dragonfire gets virtually everything. Probably don't need to go that ham on Cry, right? We don't have room for all of these lovely things. Focusing more on board wipes. Definitely wasn't looking forward to getting janked out in our first matchup of the day, but we're not particularly lucky. Sometimes lucky. So he has Thassa. We are going to kill it. He is going to get to draw a free card first. Gods are all pretty unreasonable cards. How about you sacrifice it? Good plan. They're all in on this card, which is obnoxiously difficult to remove. I guess maybe we do want an Epic Downfall or an Eat to Extinction, because if it does come online... I mean, what are the odds it does come online? I guess she's doubling up Enraptured. The odds it comes online are pretty reasonable. I don't know what we would cut for another, guess we could cut on Ashiok? I don't want to cut too much of our plan to put them down. Gives them too much time. Guess I could cut the Storm. Alright, we've got a libation, so we're keeping it. I do like what our opponent's deck is trying to do. Dream Eater. It guarantees a creature in our yard for calls the dead. Hey, and he kept 2 blue and died. I'll take that. Okay, so now we're on our winning end. People are really going all in on some of these enchantment removal or bust strategies. So maybe we should find a way to put 4 libations in our sideboard for a little while. What are we cutting down? Aristocrats is super common though. I like having 3 cries because it really, really hoses that deck. I'm not seeing as many Planeswalker decks lately. I guess I could cut a Storm's Wrath for a little while. See how that feels. We're immediately, of course, going to face like Gruul aggro. I get dumpstered. Libation is particularly bad against playing deck with Lovestruck. as one might expect. I'd be happy to take a timeout as my winning in. Alright, we don't have anything going early. If our opponent's an aggro deck, we're dead in the spot. If they're a control deck, like a Uro-based deck, maybe getting rid of their Uro gets us into the game. Maybe. Any kind of 2-drop, of course, would be amazing. What we don't want to see is a mountain and a knight. One of the things that immediately disappointed me about Hearthstone is that I can't do this. Okay, so we're facing Temur Reclamation, probably? Which again bodes well for the 4 libations. No such luck with the getting a 2-drop thing, huh? Yeah, Temur Rec. Okay, so the additional libation is going to be useful here. Very easy to just lose out of nowhere to this deck. We didn't draw any of our discard either, so we can't even really get an idea of what we're up against in terms of their hand quality. Our best line is probably Ashiok and hope we hit an Ox, or not an Ox, Crocs. Of course, now that they have infinite mana, they could counter it, they could Night Pack. We do, of course, have our double red, double black already. Ooh, he's gonna Mystic. Sure. I mean, that was a good card to get out of him. Denies him some card draw. We could already be getting expansion for 6 here. Oh, 8. Which I think just ends the game on the spot, right? I mean, they've already got 7 mana. We've got 3. Yeah. 5. I always keep another counter spell. Yeah. I'm good with that. No time wasted here. So they will bring in the 4 mana wins the game, which we want to be able to kill. They also have been bringing in the 1 mana flash card draw dude. So a shock might not be unreasonable. Ritual not particularly useful here. Some of them have Uro, some don't. which is a little annoying. Probably cut some eats, right? Just because it's the highest costing instant we have. Now we've got 8 3-mana options. We don't need the 4-mana option. I don't know if they have Uro, so it's harder to justify Epic Downfall. Cutting a couple of our plan is fine. This gives us 4/10 outs to the doggo. I think I'd rather have instant speed, honestly. The Night Pack is a pretty much instant lose card. That's a much better hand, especially now that we know what we're up against. I don't think Bone Crusher is terribly important here. We either want our 4th land, or we want Libation, or more discard. Being able to peek at their hand this early should be very good. Negate Borrower. Okay, so the Shock and the Bone Crusher are definitely good here. If we take the negate, we can Ashiok next turn, but we can probably play around the negate reasonably well. We can just Mire Triton next turn. Take the card that kills us. Would have been happy with either of those, to be honest. So we're gonna spam an Ashiok into the gate here. Don't have much other choice. Also clears the way for one of our kill spells should they get doggo. Drawing any of our discard would be pretty great here. Of course, they always have it. Now we're hoping for a Libation, but so long as they have Omen of the Sea, they kind of counter it. Which I haven't been in that situation until now, but it sucks. I'll tell you right now, it sucks. Now we have to play around doggo. Unfortunately, now they can play doggo and have counter magic up, so I'm hoping they don't have it. Sometimes they just have everything, chat. And often when it's our winning end. Double reclamation. Ugh. Ugh. We do not have enough pressure up for how dangerous this is. And they got their castle. So they can start scrying a million cards a turn. Ugh. This is real bad. Real bad. So we're just going to Ashiok and hope their card isn't a counterspell. Or Calls the Dead. He might bounce our Calls the Dead, which wouldn't actually surprise me too much. No hits. A lot of good shit we milled, though. Sad panda. Sure. Arguably, it would have been better to just play this, but our odds were better to hit a Kroxa or something that actually significantly impacts the clock. Without that, I think we're kind of dead no matter what we do. He's already too set up. Probably a big Thassa's intervention here. Although I suppose he could have the other explosion. Holding up a Frilled Mystic. Yeah, this just did not go our way. Really need to hit some discard early and be able to get Kroxa running and apply some pressure, but we just had literal everything, and it was a bad day for us. At this point, Libation doesn't even really matter. And we're getting pretty unlucky. Continuing to not find anything. Yeah. Down the ladder we go. That one top probably just means we're dead. And they are running the row. Yeah, this one's over. I don't want to waste any more time. Tough matchup to win, and we drew poorly. This is a losing hand. But our first hand was a losing hand too, so I guess we're going all the way back down. This fucking game. Yep, They got Clover on 2. They're going to have the Giant on 3, and this game's over. What? Team of Reclamations is now running Uro 2. Okay. What the fuck?
I am Tamio. It is an honor to meet you. I think you will find my notes helpful.
Okay, I don't know what this brew is.
I am that which nightmares themselves fear.
Do not harm my scrolls!
You
Just need any red source here.
Seek and find.
Yeah. Minus static text too, asshole. Can people just fucking play normal decks? Oh wait. Let's bring our buddy first. Not that it discards a card. Under normal circumstances, it will discard a card. This time it's deal 3.
This is difficult to digest.
Stop interrupting me.
Well, he's probably going to get the artifact that shuts off my yard now. This is at all similar to Teamer Wreck and how they wish for it. Okay. Fine with that too. Another Uro deck. Deck with artifacts to blow up. Don't know that Ritual is going to be a card we want here. Scorching good for the Uro. Bone Crusher kills a Brazen. That's about it. Bone Crusher seems kind of low impact here. If we can cut one, Calls the Dead. I'm going to trim one Epic Downfall. I don't know if that many is useful. I feel like I saw enough of the deck. I really hate Tamio though. Ashiok on 3 or Bedevil Tamio on 3. Not perfect, but I'll take it. Now Crocs on 2. Our 4th mana. Getting more reasonable. Okay, so they do run Love Struck Beast. In that case, we probably do want the third Epic Downfall. Or we want the Rituals of Soot back in. I suppose this match will teach us which we need. So now we go Res, Epic, and next turn we Ashiok, and if they don't have much, they're going to scoop.
Behold, remember, your nightmares remain.
That's not going to race as fast as Croxa. Hoping he doesn't have a Cavalier here. Woo. Talk about your good gets. Gotta love how quick a clock Croxa is. Unsummon? Unsummon would be smart. Aether Gust, sure. He's definitely clawing back. Decline. Back on the clock. Would you please just brick and die? No justice on this stream. No justice on this stream, people. Man, if we had a castle here, we'd be sitting pretty. How many cards do we have in our graveyard? 6. This guy just will not brick and die. Like, not one fucking turn has he drawn a brick. Like 5 consecutive turns drawing exactly what he needs. Would you just fucking die? What? Okay. Unbelievable. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We play this now. We use both of those. We still can't ox. We are in real danger of being clocked now. I think we got to use all our mana. Guess we could have killed the Fae to ensure he couldn't block. In hindsight, that was probably the better play. Better not be a land. Tougher than a $2 steak, this guy. Alright. I'm going to go see if I have more coffee, and then we'll get back to it. If we don't, I'm going to have to make some. So I'm going to actually just stop the stream. And then stitch the ends together. Be right back. Alright, so we've got more of the hot black, and we are back. I don't understand people who don't love coffee. Like black, freshly ground, freshly roasted. Okay. We've got one more shot here. Let's try our winning in. once again. Let's just face the devil we know. That would be nice. Instead of Infinite Bruce City. It's funny, we mentioned that we wanted to go up 4 libations, and then we faced a Thassa deck and a Reclamation deck. So if you were wondering if you need 4 libations if you're in these colors, I think you probably do. Well, this is a particularly good hand against aggro. Kind of a medium hand everywhere else. So let's hope we've got the aggro matchup. That would be a slam dunk. Turn 1 Witch's Oven is scary, scary, scary. Not gonna lie. Jund Sacrifice. Okay. So this one's a little different. We're probably going to want the libations here too, because they usually run Crumbs, and they have a high end of Corvald. So Corvald is a must remove. Currently we have a few options for that. They don't have a cat yet, which is great. Oof. Beautiful. So we're just gonna try to not use this Ritual of Soot and just burn them down here. Go right ahead. So we've got Kroxa on turn 4. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh. I think they're dead. Unless their hand is like mono claim the Firstborns. Nope. Nope. Sure. Yeah, I mean, that was always going to happen, right? So next turn we can Epic Downfall and Murderous. Sweet. So he's got multiple Corvalds. We're just hoping he doesn't have Claim the Firstborn here. Which of course he does. We could pitch the Ritual, or we could block and Ritual. Man, we're unlucky. Such a good start, and our opponent had the nuts. Now we're really going to have to slog through this. That's frustrating. So, Remorse. There's Infinity Food, so a cat's going to hurt a lot. We do have 3 Cries in our sideboard for this matchup, though. And an additional Bedevil to get the Witch's Ovens. So, Mire Triton it is. We are now vulnerable to Corvald. Alright. Guess the writing was on the wall. Oh! He pulled the ripcord entirely. Okay. Well, shit. Make me work for it at least. Well, we're Mythic now, people. Should we play something stupid to celebrate? Maybe we should. Let's see. This seems like it could never win a match in a million years. Do we have Thassa's? We've got 3 of them. We don't have any Mythics, though. Huh. We could theoretically make that stupid deck our opponent played against. I actually like that. I like Black-Blue's combination in general. They just haven't had powerful enough finishers to stand up to this format. This pile obviously looks like Grix is missing some of the best finishers. Being stuck with just these and just 2 of these does not feel like you're closing this out in a reasonable fashion. Augur has a shit ton of hits, which is great. You've got Cries and Eats and Rituals, all great cards. You've got your castles to drag the middle game into a zone where you can win. And you've got a decent suite of interactive pieces here. I don't think it's very good, but being that we just got our winning in for free, so now losing doesn't matter, let's play one with something stupid that I would not advise anyone to play. I would not advise anyone to play any of the stuff I play, honestly. Just play the broken things, and if you really care about rank, just play the broken things. I don't really care about rank. I just have way too much fucking time on my hands because of the quarantine, and basically like a month ago I wasn't playing this, and here we are. This is not very good. Red velvet cake. This is not very good. I eat a lot of protein bars, people. This is not a good one. Nasty. Okay, so we fetch an island, play a swamp, Scorn or Remorse. Okay. Baffling. How many cards self-mill? It's an artifact deck? I'm so confused. So confused. Gosh, if they were playing this against my Croxa deck, they'd be very sad. Choose target graveyard, target artifact card in your graveyard. You may cast it this turn. Already got Uro. Are we playing Scorn? Are we playing Narset? It's just a mill card. It's just a 2/1 mill.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of truth. I have just the trick for this.
Blah, blah, blah.
Contain your rage.
It's just a self-mill card. Why would you not use Ashiok then? Oh, that's a powerful synergy. Keep attack unless defending player has more than 7 cards in their graveyard. Oh, we've got that. 7 or more than 7? 7 or more. We got Scrybugged in that we bottomed Thought Erasure and, of course, immediately drew Thought Erasure. He's got enough to Uro. Oh no, he doesn't have enough to Uro. We're just gonna die to this 5/4, aren't we?
The past, present, and future. Meditate and prepare.
And we didn't hit any of our clings. Cling would have been clutch here.
Until you have lived as a statue, please I am not frightened by you.
So Any land gets us Liliana. Otherwise, we got Kefnet, which is fine. This is definitely doing some very powerful
This
things.
will not deter me. I will not lose another
And I am
friend.
playing a deck that admittedly is bad. Yep, that'll do it. Well, we were 551 for a second, people. That's got to count for something, right? Just a weird pile. So, what are we doing here? Cry doesn't seem very good. Ritual of Soot seems fine. Remorse seems better than Thought Erasure here. Opt, we'd rather have the Clings. So we're shaving some stuff. Shaving Narset. Shaving Narset and what? I don't know. Unpleasant. Really is the Wild West out there. There is an established meta of absolute best decks, but people are playing some wacky shit right now. That's pretty shitty there. Meteor Golem. Vantrix Gargoyle. Meteor Golem. Fuck my life. Keep a 5-lander, draw 2 land. Well, doesn't really matter what we do this game, does it? There's going to be another land. And the one match that my Ashiok would have absolutely mangled. And here we are playing random jank. Go away. Thank you. Thank you. shit. Ah! I never played that spell before. Well, that was fun. I thought I just automatically would take the 2 cards because there was the only 2 cards I could take. Oh my god. Okay. So. Every deck we've played today on stream has been something wacky except Aristocrats. I'm gonna go for one more here. Wow, I lost 200 places off screwing around. That's not fun. Eh, who cares? If this is an aggro matchup, this is pretty damn good. It's not considerably less pretty damn good. Just got. Okay. Pretty in between. And their deck isn't very good against us. But I don't think our deck is very good against them either. Oof. And missing our land drops is not going to make this easy.
This isn't a fight you can win. This might be a bad idea. I won't let you win. Stop that, now! Don't worry, I got this. Here goes nothing.
Land or bust. Alright. Probably dead here, but you know. We'll give it a shot. We're gonna get Haste Cavaliered? Not yet. So they don't have anything meaningful in their hand, or they would have cast it. So Croxa doesn't do much here. We Ashiok, we get 1 spin. We could just Epic Downfall, but that feels unimpactful too. Still badly need lands. Probably unrecoverable, honestly. We do have some decent sideboard options. We've got 2 additional Duress, 1 additional Epic Downfall on the sideboard. All those seem relevant. We have a lot of cards in our graveyard. Looks like he's flooding out a little. Oh, we don't have double red. Oops.
Behold. Remember, your nightmares remain.
Probably gonna haste down the Ashiok and draw a card. Man, this deck turns the corners so quickly. Yeah, we just missed on land for too long, man. Let's see. We probably don't need that now. Just need them to brick for a turn or two. Pretty unlikely considering how long they've already bricked.
Let's slow this down.
Now they've
Enough,
got onboard
that's more
bounce
like
for our
it.
Crocs. Oh, okay. Or are they just gonna burn it? Well, we're in an interesting spot now.
I've got time.
Shit.
I can no longer stand by and watch. Time for... I've got it!
Damn it. Now we need to hit another mountain to be able to do this. We could also just Ox. Fae of Wishes is not a normal card to be in the main of this. Although if he gets the 1-mana artifact that stops my graveyard as a cage, that would suck. Thought Distortion. I bet you thought that was going to work. I think we just cast Ox here.
Let's try this.
Can take a lot of damage here, my friend. He did brick off for quite a long time. I'm going to sideboard and then run downstairs and refill this lovely cup. So we want duresses, we want more kill, we don't want rituals. The devil. Libation, but mostly we're just using it to kill big creatures. You can use it to kill the fires, but most of the time it's not really that important. Once they cast fires, they've already gotten what they want out of it. I think a couple calls the dead because they do have Shatter sideboard and they do have Clarion in the main. Feels less impactful. They occasionally have the 5-mana exile spell. Ashiok is a big part of how we win, so I think I want to leave more in this matchup than I normally would. Bone Crusher doesn't do much. Seems pretty reasonable. Epic kills everything. I guess Scorching Dragonfire is not as good as Libation. Hey, I got a full house. I think that's pretty reasonable. We're going to scry for any untapped mana we can find. Or a duress. We'll keep a duress as well. Stop it. What the fuck? That's some silly shit right there. This Romano tap lands today, huh? He's gonna put pressure on us with this. I guess the fourth land lets us double Remorse. Sure. Okay. I think we'll just bedevil this and call it a day. We got 4 Remorses, and they got the hand where it just didn't matter. That's such a drag. Oh man, now they're just gonna top deck us out. Yes, basically kept a 5-land hand, or a 5-card hand. Yeah, I guess. They have Ashiok? I'll be sad to lose my Midnight Rider, or Murderous Rider. We really should get the Graveyard Artifact here, if they have it. Or something they can play immediately. Why would you think that would work against me? None of my threats are even... Well, I mean, I guess you wouldn't know. Whoa. We dodged a bullet there. Sure, we didn't get a zombie, but we also didn't draw 3 lands in a row. Kenny? Wow. That's impressive. At least this is 1 zombie for 1 scry. The fact that we missed that hard is pretty unlucky. We had 6 lands lined up in a row. Basically in top deck wars here. Sure. We're gonna Rider just about anything. Probably even the Fae of Wishes if he doesn't have anything else. Trying to get our hand empty so that we can start using the castle. Seems like a good plan. 2 top, huh? Clarion would definitely hurt us here. Man. That's definitely not something we wanted to see. Another 2 for 1. He cast just about anything he finds with this one. Who's bothering me on Discord? Our shield's down for a Cavalier or Kenny now. That's pretty unfortunate. So... Man, they're top decking too good for us to change the momentum of this game. If they take a swing, they have to pray it's something good. Ashiok or Eat to Extinction.
Nightmares are the... You fear me. You're fine.
Well, we need to hold on for one turn.
My appetite.
We need them to brick for one turn. Or we're going to game 3. We've got a lot of things to kill us here. I think Cavalier kills us outright because their creatures will all have 4 power. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently, they can only pump once, so that's not true. We do also gain 2 on a block. Best draw is probably Kenny, as it usually is. It's pretty good.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint. Hey, trust me. I have a plan.
So now I have to block the Bone Crusher. They drew a blank. Top. Probably dead now. Let's just mill their top.
You're not scared enough. I leave you. Remember, your nightmares remain.
We have enough in our graveyard. I think we just start milling them. It's not the best plan, but got 22 cards in our graveyard. Clarion would hurt us quite a bit here.
Here we go.
Yeah. Now he does have enough to give them 4 power. Yeah. Yeah. Got a Mire Triton. Huh. I think we do this, take 2 so we can make sure we kill the Teferi. Ooh. Good mill. Not gonna lie. Good mill. So we'll swing Kroxa at Teferi. And then if they block, we'll eat the Teferi. And then Ox. God damn it, stop topping.
I'll protect you.
Shatter? 6. Okay. Plan changes slightly, but not that much.
You must. You're a delectable snack.
So now we've got 6 mana, which is enough to Kroxa and Ox in the same turn.
Right on schedule. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yeah, I think we'll just save it. This will give us 8 mana, which will be enough to double Kroxa if we
I've
need
done
to.
the hero thing before.
Cavalier. Jesus Christ with these fucking things. Opponent is playing pretty damn slow. I don't know if we've done enough clock damage for that to matter. Shit. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Scream. Behold. This is difficult.
That's pretty fucking good. Do we hit ourselves? I think we do.
You're fine. I've lost my appetite.
7 cards remaining. Hope they're good ones. This is the closest I've come to milling myself. So if I hit him, and he doesn't have a spell in hand. Croxy kills him.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Oh, I should have Agonizing Remorse. That was a punt. Might not matter. Might matter. Either way, that was a punt. I had lethal. Just been thinking that Remorse is broken for so long.
That's more like it. I'm known for my excellent timing. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
That was pretty fun. Okay, well, I think we'll call it there. This one's gone pretty long. We're Mythic, and I think we earned it with that one. So thanks for watching another episode of Not Safe for Work Magic here with your host Gravity Groove. And as long as I'm alive, I will tell you the truth. That's my guarantee. Thanks for spending your time with me. I know there's a lot of people you could be watching, and I appreciate the time. Later. Keep them thumbs up.